Just another honky tonk, another lonely night, one more wrong, trying to make it right. Another sawdust floor, dancers in the disco lights, another hopeful sunset, and a heartbroken sunrise. What am I looking for? Night after night. What do I want to see in every new lover's eyes? Little taste of peace in the cheap wine, a little tenderness hiding in the neon light at another honky tonk, another lonely night, one more wrong.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm great.
Okay, what's your name?
My name is Dirk Slot.
With the machine.
With the
Order
machines
not,
here.
so I'm waiting for-
So we have in this room fermenters and a bright tank. But with the fermenters, when we make the beer, before it turns into beer, it's just like malt and anyway, it needs to ferment. There's just like malt sugars in here. So we put yeast in these tanks, and it's a fermenter. So with the fermenter, it has like a bottom shaped like a cone. So when it's done fermenting, all the yeast will settle down to the bottom. So that's why we have two ports here. This is for cleaning mostly, but the yeast will settle down to the bottom, and there's a little pipe up in here that goes a little bit higher. So we can take the beer out of here, and then it goes into here. So how we push that beer through is we put this under pressure to push the beer into this tank. And as you can see, this is a different shape. It's more flat on the bottom. So we've left most of the yeast behind, but before we serve it, it needs to be carbonated. So this is a pressure vessel. It can take enough pressure to add CO2 to the beer till it's fizzy. And then we can put it in kegs and then serve it in the tap room. So we have like a nice pressure gauge on the top here, and we have gas going in through here. And there's a porous stone over here that will make the gas fizz into the beer. So when we ever want to test the beer, make sure it's fine, we can like have like a little sample tap. So that's pretty handy. Oh yeah. So with it being carbonating, we have it very cold. We have it actually set to 2.5 degrees Celsius, and then we use charts to sorry to get in the way there. Charts to like balance out set the pressure so we get like a really good carbonation, not too little, not too much. And so, but right now it's at 2.7 degrees, which is fine. But these temperature controllers keep it pretty accurate. And so this fermenter is actually in use right now. So we have to have the sheets on here to tell us what the beer is. And you might be looking at this hose and like, why do we have it on here? Well, when we brew beer inside the tank, it's a top fermenting yeast. So it can be so excited about brewing beer, it'll foam out the top. But the thing is with beer, we don't want air to get at it. So it lets carbon dioxide out, one of the byproducts of fermentation, but no air can get in and spoil the beer. Okay? So that's why we have a tank down here too, because as you can see, it's almost done fermenting. It's still bubbling a bit, but it got really excited and like some yeast and beer ended up in the tank. So what we do is wait for the bubbles to stop forming, and then we just measure, we test the beer and make sure it's done, and then we can put it into here. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So to control the temperature, these temperature controllers are connected to pumps inside. On this side is a tank of coolant, and this is a refrigeration unit. So the coolant in here can be pumped out through these tubes and into coils inside the fermenters. So the coolant will go around here, chilling the beer. So at least I have a tank empty. I can show you the inside. Pretty cool, eh? So this one's empty. I'm trying to fill another one right now. Yeah. Slowly over time, I started making wine about 20 years ago from peaches and fruits, cherries. And then later I started making beer as a home brewer. But I went to school for chemistry, and people at the university were like, you should make beer with other university students. My major's chemistry. Oh, really? Okay, yeah. So that's why I have the shirt. It's NMR, it's undergrad chemistry. Yeah, so, hi, no worries, you can come in. Yeah. And I started doing that at school a little bit more, and with the chemistry and organizing other students to make beer. People I was showing how to make beer were getting jobs in the industry, and they were like, you should do the same thing. And I was like, yeah, that's not a bad idea, and here we are.
Okay. Thanks for the interview.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
There we go. Look.
How are you? What's your name? What's your name?
Oh yeah, it's my office.
Okay, what's your name? You?
Yeah.
Okay, just one of the owners in there.
And then the sausage rolls are already done. You all right, Hey guys, Byron. So tired right now.
So tired to be a star.
Yeah. Hard to be a star. I'll be in my trailer. No. Pilsner?
Yes.
Pilsner?
No, I'm not gonna build jacks. You know that.
That's fair.
But I don't get a special amount.
Sorry. I only have the 2 right now.
Waking up this morning, waking up before it's getting 9. Kinda heavy on my shoulders, tracking down some moments back in time. I could've swore that I was in it, down to every minute. Don't know what I was sipping, but I felt like I was doing fine. Oh my. Turns out that I just got a little bit south, just a little bit north of the Georgia line. May not know just where I'm at, no idea when I'll get back. There's so much you just can't explain. No, I'm not one to lose control, but I don't really care at all how it ends or where it begins. And I'll do it again. Little too much southern comfort, hanging with my friends all playing games. We all started at a full house, ended up just me and good old James. I could have swore that I was winning, kinda had a feeling. Last thing I remember, I was drinking till the moon shine. Oh my. Turns out that I just got a little bit south, just a little bit north of the Georgia line. May not know just where I'm at, no idea when I'll get back. There's so much you just can't explain. No, I'm not one to lose control, but I don't really care at all how it ends or where it begins. And I'll do it again.
And I give you. You can on this one.
Okay, very cool. I saw you with the draw on the Metro today.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so you-
It's only 20.
Can you guys now to stop crying now?
Yes, that's right.
Okay.
Sure, we are gonna do it.
Fine, it's okay. What's your name?
Maybe, I don't know. Yeah. I will watch it.
Can I take your videos to upload in YouTube? That's okay?
Okay.
Thanks so much. Thank you guys.
No problem.
How's tasting your beer?
Very good.
Very good?
Yes.
And best beer, right?
Sorry?
Best taste.
The best beer.
Oh, okay.
It's
You?
great because of the new taps you saw. You know, they make a pretty home versus there.
Yeah.
As the only ones in Vancouver Island or Lower Mainland or BC maybe. So yeah, it's why because
Oh, yeah. You? What kind of your beer? Oh, wow.
I'm good person. So I need to drink good.
Oh, wow. That's good. Okay, thanks for the interview. Thank you.
Yes, I'm Michael. Yeah,
What did you?
I had
The
4
Irish
beer.
Red,
Um,
the ESB,
what do we call it?
and our London Ale,
a
which
fleet.
is an English brown.
A fleet of beer. So you get a whole a bunch of different tastes. Yeah.
Which one best do you think?
You know, they're all different. I like them all. They were all really good. Yeah, yeah. We were talking about how in Canada they didn't used to have good beer, and now in the last 15 or 20 years we make good beer just like in Denmark. Yeah, yeah, where they make good beer.
Oh, okay. Oh, you are from Denmark. Which city? Which city? Copenhagen. Town is Denmark's capital.
That's the
Oh.
capital.
It is famous city, right?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, it's a nice city. It definitely is.
What kind of your beer?
I had some really nice beers. My favorite was the ESB. Just had a lot of good flavor in it.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, I can recommend it.
Oh. Wow. Excellent. Okay. More famous this one?
Yeah,
You
that's
like
my
it?
favorite.
Oh, okay. What's your name?
It's Nina.
Nice
Nice to meet you too.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm Heidi.
Heidi.
Okay,
Nice to
so
meet you.
nice to meet you.
Okay.
Okay, I think my favorite beer is the Irish Red.
Irish man.
Wait, I don't have my glasses on. It's this
Okay.
one. It's empty now though.
Oh, wow. How's the food? Good?
Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. Yeah, they're good. It's awesome. Oh, that's a fry.
I got burning feet from hard asphalt. A voice within me tells me don't go home. till my feet give out. I jump a little higher to clear the ground.
What am I drinking? I'm drinking a Marydale cider because they have cider here too.
Okay.
Not
What's your
just
name?
beer.
Yeah.
Brianna.
Okay. Is it good beer? Oh, not beer, right?
Cider. It's
Cider.
so good.
Oh,
I
yeah.
could probably chug it, but I'm not going to.
Okay. Thank you.
But the beer is good too.
Okay, thank you.
You, Nick, you want to talk? Alexa wants to
What's
talk.
your name?
I'm Alexa.
Oh, yeah?
I'm drinking the wheat ale.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Oh, excellent.
And don't forget that they're beer sticks.
Okay.
Very good.
What is this one?
They're beer sticks.
Yeah.
A
Oh,
little
beer stick.
crunchy snack. Crunchy
wow.
snack. Oh yeah.
Good harmony. And here's this one thing.
Goes with beer.
Okay.
Yum yum.
Okay.
Hello, I'm good. How are you?
What's your name?
Excellent. I'm Reed, and I'm enjoying the blonde ale.
Yeah.
And it is cold, and it is crisp, and it's everything you'd want it to be.
Oh, yeah. You like it?
I love it.
Okay, thank you. Hi, how are you?
Hi, good. My name's Nick, but my friends call me Dragon. I'm drinking the Irish Red.
Yeah.
Just like tastes like I'm in Ireland right now.
Okay,
So good,
good.
so good.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I'm
Here you go, Doug.
I don't know. I don't have a beer. I'm not getting another.
What kind is this one?
I had the Pilsner. It was so good.
Okay,
The house
so-
Pilsner.
I
Yes.
will buy for you. Just a minute.
Oh wow! Wow! I'm getting treated. Pass it forward. I will. Wow. Oh. It was. Thanks.
There you go.
Thanks. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, everybody. Yeah. There we go. Wow, this is so good.
So good. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, maybe. Shout out to. Thank you.
What's your name?
Doug.
Dog.
I'm the Mile Zero.
Oh, my God. What kind of beer?
This is a Pilsner.
Oh, yeah. Is it good?
It's a 10 out of 10, I would say. I think so.
Seeing
Nice
you
place.
is something. Sometimes I find I switch off and I start to drive streets and no longer on my own.
Just take it home. On my drive home.
I just can't look.
Yeah.
Alright, my name's Doug. I'm
Hi
ready.
there.
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
What's your name?
I'm Kirsten.
Oh, good. How was the beer?
It's delicious.
Good?
It's great.
Fantastic?
Yeah.
Oh,
Love
yeah.
it.
Thank
I'll
you.
be back.
Okay. Okay, you're good?
We're good.
Of course, yeah. Thank you. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, yeah.
Because people are going to like
Thanks, you guys, today. Hi, Mike. How are you?
Good. How are you, Tony?
Good. Please introduce yourself, please.
I'm Mike Morgan. I'm one of the 3 owners here at Mile Zero Brewing.
And so, why did you start brewing beer?
We started brewing beer as something I was interested in doing. I really got into enjoying craft beer, and brewing beer seemed to be kind of the next step to go. So that's sort of where I got into starting home brewing.
What kind of beer do you produce?
I personally prefer to brew English styles of beer, but here at the brewery we produce English styles, Belgian styles, and then styles where we've added flavorings or created flavors like a carrot cake ale or like what we're brewing today, which is our gingerbread cookie stout.
What do you think about your branding and packaging design?
What do I think about it? We actually kind of like it. It ties into what our theme is. We wanted to have it very reminiscent of road trips. So our branding very much looks like a mile marker sign. And that's reflective of it kind of being our starting point. This is where we start. This is our mile zero.
What ingredient and processes do you use when making beer?
So when making beer, we use malt, which is malted grain, such as barley or wheat. We use hops and yeast and water. That's kind of the four foundations of beer. So most of our malt is actually sourced right here from Vancouver Island. We get it from a company called Field 5 Malting, and they're just actually a little bit of ways from the chosen, but it's local island malt. Some of the specialty stuff we do have to bring in. Our hops are kind of from all over the world because that's where the hop business kind of is. It's sort of very climate dependent. So we source our hops through a few distributors, but they're kind of from all over the world. And then our yeast is just standard brewing yeast, and we use local water. We don't actually modify our water at all. We just use it pretty much right out of the tap. We filter for some of the chemicals that get added, like chloramine, but other than that, it's straight basic chosen water.
Oh, what sort of water?
What sort of water? Just it's very soft water. So naturally, the water in Machosen and South Vancouver Island is very soft. It's very similar to water that you'd find in other places like Portland. And then as far as processes go, we go through a pretty standard mash and boil process for our beer. So once we get the grain, we mill the grain for the recipe. We add it into the mash tun and add water, and it steeps there for anywhere from an hour to 90 minutes. Then it gets transferred over to what we call the boil kettle, and it boils for anywhere from 60 to 90 minutes as well. Once that's done, we chill it down, and then we put it into fermenter, pitch the yeast, and then we wait.
Oh, okay. Another question. Are there any special yeast or brewing methods they use?
I mean, each yeast is kind of special. We use a variety of yeast depending on the style of beer we're brewing. So there's special yeast that you use for lagers, for example. We do have a lager yeast that we use. It gets used in our Pilsner. We have a wheat beer yeast that gets used in our wheat beer. And then we have a couple English style yeasts that we use for our ESB and our London Ale. So each yeast kind of gives different flavors to the beer, whether it's a little more fruity, more estery. For the wheat beer, it's like banana and clove. So a lot of the character of beer comes from the yeast that gets used.
What challenges and successes have you had while running beer as your business?
Challenges and successes. Well, we started this whole process pretty much right as COVID happened. So I think our biggest challenge was probably making it through COVID and being able to open. Like a lot of businesses, things got very expensive when going through COVID. Things took a lot longer. Our biggest delay in opening was actually waiting for the cooler behind me. It took about 9 months to get that cooler in. So that was probably our biggest delay. Most of our permitting and stuff was pretty easy. It was just waiting on things and then the cost increases that go along with building something. Biggest successes, we're coming up on our 1 year anniversary, so we've almost been open for 1 year. Beginning of December will be 1 year, and I think that's kind of our biggest success so far is just making it to that 1 year point and getting through the first year. Prior to that, just getting opening their doors. A lot of businesses, and especially breweries, don't actually get to that point where they actually start operating. It kind of is a dream, and for a lot of people it stays a dream. It takes a lot of work to open a brewery. It's not easy and it's not for everyone, but the people who do it are really dedicated to it. It was funny when I've talked to a lot of other brewery owners, they've often said, what piece of advice would they give to someone who's opening a brewery? And the first thing they'll likely say is don't. But all of them will agree that they're glad no one ever told them that. So yeah.
How do you maintain and enhance your relationship with the local community?
I mean, we're really fortunate because we've got a really great local community that's been very supportive of us, even before we opened. Most of the people that actually come in here are from the local community surrounding area. A lot of them walk to actually get here. We get a lot of families. We've got board games in here, so a lot of families will come in and play board games with their children. We welcome children of all ages in. So our youngest, we'll call them customer, was actually, I think, about 5 days old when they came in. So we're very family friendly, and we also would like to support as many local businesses or people who have local businesses as we can. For example, our menu, most of the food on there is prepped by a company called Urban Forage. and Chef Mike, who owns Urban Forge, actually lives out here in Machosen. Our grissini breadsticks are from Fry's Bakery, and the owner of Fry's Bakery, Byron, also lives out here in Machosen. And then things like our charcuterie platter, or if we need anything for our beer. So one beer we used beets in it. We source those from Sea Bluff Farm. So we try and get as much ingredients as we can locally from the various farms as well. And then, yeah, just trying to create a welcoming space for the community to come into, and we just try and highlight as many local things as we can, even down to the art on the walls. We rotate through different local artists every 3 months, and all the proceeds, if the art sells, all the proceeds go to those artists.
Lastly, what advice would you give to other looking to start the brewing beer?
Don't? No. I would say do your research, have a really good business plan, spend the time to find good suppliers, and really think about what you want your brewery to be, not just in terms of the beer, but in terms of what's your overall vision for your brewery, what kind of space do you want it to be, before you even start building it out. And just keep going, persevere.
Oh yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks, Tony.
Another lonely night. One more wrong. Trying to make it right. Another sawdust floor. Dancers in the disco lights. Another hopeful sunset. And a heartbroken sunrise. What am I looking for? Night after night. What do I want to see in every new lover's eyes? Little taste of peace in the cheap wine. A little tenderness hiding in the neon light. At another honky tonk. Another lonely night. One more wrong. Trying to make it right. Another sawdust floor. Dancers in the disco lights. Another hopeful sunset. And a heartbroken sunrise. I threw my love away with the rest of my life. All the promises made just couldn't stay dry. Another round for the ones who try to stick around. Chase you with the memory of them walking out of another honky tonk. Another lonely night. One more wrong. Just trying to make it right. Another sawdust floor. Dancers in the disco lights. Another hopeful sunset.
Oh, thank you very much, Tony. Appreciate
And
it.
a heartbroken sun. And the jukebox last song. Time to go home, or at least move on. Maybe I'll sleep, maybe I'll dream, maybe I'll just walk the streets till I find my next drink. Got another honky tonk, another lonely night, one more roll, trying to make it right. Another sawdust floor, dancers in the disco lights, another hopeful sunset, and a heart